Hey everybody, it is ASIC Eric, and we're going to fire this guy up today, give it a try. I've got a couple of things I need to get blasted for the car. We've got these front leaf spring shackle mounts here. The leaf springs aren't going back in the car, but these are used by the RideTech 4Link. I need to get those blasted and prepped, and also spindles. So we're going to start with these because I remember those were a nightmare to just try and sandblast. I did them with the big blaster and it was just really slow, and the stuff was going everywhere, so I just said forget it. So we'll try those again and see how that goes, but I know the coating on those is really tough, and these are kind of rusty and stuff, so they probably don't have a lot of coating on it. So we'll start with these and see how it goes. Oh, and I picked up aluminum oxide at Harbor Freight yesterday. This thing says it'll hold 25 pounds. This is a 50-pound box, so we'll put about half of it in there and start with that, see how it goes. Alright, we're ready to give this thing a try. Got a light on in there. Air supply's hooked up. This wants to be between 80 and 90. My regulator on the wall isn't wanting to give me more than about 80, so we'll see how it goes. We got the shop vac hooked up to the back here. I needed to get this adapter from Home Depot. They have this 3-piece adapter kit that it goes from 2.5 or whatever that is down to all like 1 1/4, 1 7/8. I forget. This is the 1 7/8 adapter, I believe. Anyway, into the shop vac, and then I put a exhaust tube on it just so I can see what's coming out over here. There's a bunch of crud coming out there. I know it's not filtering very well. Anyway, we'll bring you along for the ride. Got the piece inside there. Hopefully the glare's not too bad, and we'll give it a try. you could probably see a little air filter that's supposed to go over there blows off every time I turn the shop vac on. I'm not quite sure what the story is. I have to put a rubber band around it or something to keep it on, because it's got a negative pressure once you turn on the shop vac. Anyway, let's pull that part out and see how it looks. You can see it cleaned up pretty well. There's a couple of tough spots on the inside here that I got to keep working on. But for the most part, that was real time. You saw. I had to fumble around with the gloves quite a bit. They're really kind of awkward, especially since I'm missing fingers on this hand. It makes it a little tough to get in there and grab stuff. But anyway, I'm pretty happy with that. They did a good job. Well, I think all in all, this thing did a pretty good job. Probably about as good a blaster as the big blaster that I have. Seems to work about the same. I didn't have any leaks on it. Nothing came out of it. I think that's by design, because this one has the vacuum attachment on it, so it's negative pressure in there. So there wasn't really anything coming out of it because it was all going that way. Side effect of that is some of your aluminum oxide ends up in your shop vac, which I didn't figure out right away. I just noticed I was having less and less aluminum oxide in there, but my shop vac was all full of crap, so I had to throw a bunch of aluminum oxide away. So if you're going to use this, make sure your shop vac is clean, and then you can dump the stuff back in there. I seem to see less in the shop vac than I seem to be losing, but I don't know where else it went, so that's the only thing I can think of. Show you the finished results here. As I mentioned before, these things were a bear to sandblast with the big sandblaster. So I didn't really try to get everything off. It's just too hard. So I just cleaned it sort of as best I could, got all the rust and stuff off of them, and that was about it. Sorry about that. These guys had a bunch of pitting and rust in them. So I went ahead and put phosphoric acid on these. It's soaking right now. So as soon as that's done, I'll wipe that up, and then I'll hang these up and get them ready for primer and paint. Alright, that's going to do it for today. These guys are hanging up. Got the shackles over here are all phosphoricized. I'll sand those down again tomorrow. Make sure there's no remnants of phosphoric acid left. I'll hang them up in between these two. Cleaned all the paint off the rocker, so it's ready to go. Little spots down there. Stupid me, I looked under the car and there was a big blotch of the Eastwood rust or internal frame coating that had bled out over my paint here, and I had the red Scotch-Brite in my hand with acetone because I was cleaning some seam sealer out right here, and it's just, let me see if I can get that off. Dumbass. Scuffed all my paint. This is why I was saying I'm not going to bother touching up anything under here until I'm done, because I'm going to keep doing stuff like that, I think. I am going to fix that just because that was bare metal showing through over there, and similarly under this edge here. But all the rest of the little hiccups here and there like this, I'm not going to bother with it for right now. We'll someday come back and fix that. Alright, anyway, it is hot as hell today. I had my paint suit on to keep all this crap off me when I was sandblasting and everything else, but I had to take my shirt off and then stand in front of the fan for a while. Felt like I was getting heat stroke or something. It was just so hot. Whew. Anyway, that is going to do it for today. So hopefully tomorrow, if it's not too bloody hot, we'll go ahead and get that stuff painted, and let's see where we are in our list. Let's see. Done. That's done. That'll be tomorrow, or paint time. That's it. I got stuff to put suspension parts here. I'll do those two. Those are not strictly necessary to get the car down off the ground, but might as well do it while I'm at it. So that's, and I'm painting anyway, so while I'm at it, I might as well get those done. So get these guys done, 4-link brackets, and this dog is coming down. So next week, I think, finally, I hope, off the rotisserie. At least I hope so. That will be a momentous day. I am very much looking forward to that. Get to work on the rest of the body, starting putting the car back together. That's going to be exciting. All right. Anyway, I'm beat. Thanks, everybody. Talk to you soon. Bye.